Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to Train Simulator 2016. Alright, so we're working again on the Union Pacific. This is the turbine train once again. And we're doing some more tests on it to see if we can't fix the issue with it. Or at least determine if it's ready to go. So before we head out to the main line, we need to run a rolling brake test after Big Blow's restoration, which is the name of this train. We need to fill up. Oh, fill up, I've never done that before. And then head to the test zone. When given clearance, reach at least 65 miles an hour and then apply the brakes. Nope, Iain, this isn't, we need to put the wipers on. I totally put the wipers on for Euro Truck. I just realized that. Alright, so our first destination is where? Oh, I guess we're already here. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen this before. I'm kind of curious about this. Fuel. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. Oh, fuel tank is right there. I guess we're good to go. I can't tell, but that's really sweet. I've never done that before. Never done that before, so that's pretty sweet actually. So, alright, we're in the rain today unfortunately, so it happens once in a while. So this is number 5 out of a series of tests you could do with this particular train. I actually recorded the previous version, the previous one, in the day without rain, but apparently my program decided not to work properly, so c'est la vie. Alright, our next stop is in 0.2 miles. Let's go ahead and take the brakes off and put the accelerator on. Once we're ready to go, we're slowly moving. It's funny, this train acts just a little bit differently. Maybe it must be because it's a turbine train, but I feel like it acts just a little bit differently than other trains. So it's like, what does this say? Red brake cylinder, loadometer, wheel slip, wipers. It's really odd. I don't know what the deal is. So like, so here's like an example. It's like I'm at 45% and it's just getting going now. And I don't know what the deal or why that's the case. But I think it's just because of the type of engine we're using. So like, as from what it seems like, there's actually 2 different engines in here. There's a turbine engine and there's a diesel engine. And I don't know why this is working like this. But you think you'd go a lot faster at 45% throttle, but apparently it might actually be due to, let's put the Sanders on actually. Is it this one? No, that's low down load. There, maybe if I put the throttle up now, it's gonna go faster. Yeah. That helps. Now I don't know, I'm not sure if you can actually tell or not. But basically what the Sanders do is they drop sand in front of like in front of the actual, they're not tires but wheels, I guess I'll call them, on the tracks to improve your grip. So because it's raining outside, that's probably the reason why it wasn't working as well. So that's why I was like, oh, maybe we need to put the Sanders on. So like now we can probably take them off. I think you actually have a finite amount of sand. I don't know where that's located though, if there is a meter in here somewhere that indicates how much sand you actually have. But we'll find out actually. So, oh, this is our first stop right here. So we'll stop here. I was like, I know it's soon, but I don't know how soon it is. But here's an example of it takes a long time to slow down. Same reason again, because of the actual traction itself was not very good right now because we are on a slippery track because it's raining like cats and dogs. It's funny, in French the expression is not raining cats and dogs, it's like raining rope and I think it's raining rope. I think it's il pleut les lignes courtes, or it's just like rope essentially. It's raining rope, which kind of makes sense if it's raining a lot. We can stop at the next station, which is behind us. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, let's go backwards, I guess, then. And actually, let's check this, because we probably... and we need to go to the Iain main line, which is main line 4. So we need to make sure we adjust our... Yeah, that's what I thought. So we need to go... We're here. Let's adjust that. That's right. And that's right, yeah. So now we're on the right line. Perfect. Oops. I don't know why. I keep hitting exit to like exit out of things, but it's not what I need to do. Alright, let's take the brakes off. And let's head backwards a little bit. Put the sander on again to get started. Does it actually show the button flip? Oh, it does. So this will help us get started at the very least. I hope, using the sander, but apparently it's not. It's a little bit slow on the start, but maybe it only drops the sander in front of you, not behind you. I don't know. All right, so we're almost at the next destination. It's at 0.9 miles, so less than a mile basically. And once we get on the main line, I believe we can probably increase our speed. So I think I have a sneaky suspicion the standard's only drops in front of the wheels, not behind them. Just based on the way it's reacting. That's just a guess though. So we're gonna join up with the main line here, and then we can do our brake test. Now, because it's raining, it's gonna be interesting to see how it works out. There we go. We can speed up a little bit here. And once we get up to speed, I'll drop it down a little bit there. There we go. So we've already set up all of the appropriate switches already, so we're good to go there. It looks so dismal when it's raining in this game. It looks gray and not like vibrant with life. But that's what it's like. Alright, so we need to go, we're not going to the right, we're kind of going around a little bit. So this is actually, I think it's the same yard as it was before. Technically, so. Sanders, backup light. Is there actually a backup light? It's not obvious if there is. Can we turn on these things? No. Dim, headlight, bright. Let's put it on dim. Oh. And we can put the cage light. Ooh, did you see that? That's cool. Look at that, that all lights up. Nice. And then we can put the backlight. I'm not sure what the heck that's supposed to do. It's not obvious to me, at least. What else we got here? We got defrost. Number 1, truck power. What's that for? Alright, how close are we to our next destination? Sorry, this is me fiddling with all the different things. Oh, there's a light now, I can see it. Oh, that's kind of cool. And I guess if we do this, it'll be their lights in the front. Cool. Alright, so the little section is only 12 kilometers an hour, so we have to be a little careful, but this section up here is a lot faster. Now we don't actually need to go backwards, but we got approved to go backwards, so which is good. Interestingly enough, with the advanced warning system that I was talking about before, some people mentioned that you have like a certain amount of time before. Let's go a little picture there. Some people mentioned that you have a certain amount of time before you have to like click off the little, I don't know what you can call that thing, signal that you need to. I'm not sure you can call it. Anyways, the warning that comes up, you need to click it off before, like in a short amount of time, because if you don't, the emergency brakes will go on. So I kind of eventually figured that out a little bit, because that was one of those things where I wasn't sure like what the deal was, but it turns out that once you hit the Ambient temperature 61 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know why that's showing me that. Why is that important all of a sudden? Alright, let's hit the brakes. Because I believe we're coming up to our destination, which is right up here. I suspect that it'll take a while for us to slow down, in the weather at least. How come the light's not on anymore? I don't understand. Sound a little bit more. I think you can put up to like 90% braking. I think that's still considered braking, but just not emergency braking. But as soon as you put like 100% braking, then it's like emergency brakes. So we'll stop completely. We'll wait here for a second, and then we'll get the time. We'll get the note that we're ready to go, and then the next task will be going forward in a brake test again. So. What else do we got in here? What's this? Cab heater. Start up the turbine engine and hold tight while we wait for the clearance. How do I start up the turbine engine? Let's see. There we go. I guess by doing that. I don't know if it makes a difference if we actually... Well, I'm not sure if we actually lose points if we mess around with this G meter here, but we'll find out. What else do we got here? This is our automatic brakes. It's funny because like some of the things you can use and some of the things you can't use, which is kind of confusing. And what's that down there? That doesn't do anything for our windows, I don't know. Oh, apparently you can roll down the window. That's kind of cool. There we go. We can see out the window now. I think we're good to go, but they haven't given us the go. Let's find out. Take the brakes off. I think we're good to go now. And slowly but steadily. Oh, sound like change the engine note there. Maybe that was the engine going, the turbine. I don't know how you can tell which train's which. I wonder if there's a way to do that in here. Throttle, reverser. You want to go forward, yes. Independent brake. When the turbine engine has started, you're clear to depart. Okay. Let's see what happens. I don't know. How do you even know the turbine starts? I have no idea. Well, let's go to 100 and just see what happens. I'm not sure how you can tell the turbine engine started, or how you even start it separately. Like, is there something I'm missing here? Danger. I don't think there is. There we go. So we need to get up to 65 miles an hour and then hit the brakes once again. What we can do is we can put the sander on. That'll probably help. In this weather at least. When we have this much throttle going. And I don't know, I'm honestly not sure how to turn like the turbine engine on as opposed to like the other engine. Like, I must be missing something. Dynamic brake, no. Do we have any things we can mess around with in here? No. Doesn't look like it, so I have no idea how to turn one on versus the other. Haven't even reached 65 miles an hour yet. Soon. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, if I have to switch between here. Start up the turbine engine and hold tight. Oh, that's the last message. Okay. No, that's helpful actually. You can see what the last things were. Before it was kind of like, okay, what's the turbine, or what was the last message? I totally forget what it is. We still haven't reached 65 miles an hour yet though. which is a bit frustrating. I thought we would have hit critical speed by now, but apparently not. Maybe if I decrease the throttle, I have no idea if that's going to help or not. Maybe it will. Because I'm putting too much pedal to the metal, maybe in this context. I don't know. Don't know if we're actually going to reach that. We still need to reach 65 miles an hour. There's not one of those. I think it must be the advanced warning system here in the United States. We still haven't reached 65 miles an hour yet, so. There we go, hit the brakes. And we're speeding now. You must have applied the brakes too late. Overshooting the test zone can be extremely dangerous. Yes, I can see this now. But I never reached 65 miles an hour, so I don't know what the heck I was supposed to do. And we failed. Well, that was worth a try, though. Anyways, I guess I'll have to do that one over again. That's unfortunate, but that's it for me for today, folks. Another episode of Train Simulator. Derailment due to junction switched against. Whoops. Alright, folks, my name is Iain Robson. This has been our Train Simulator episode. If you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys later.